Mojúbà àwọn ọba tó ṣiṣẹ́ síwájú mi lónìí, mojúbà àwọn orí adé gbogbo, àdúrà wa jẹ́ ó wọlé àṣẹ. Mo gbàdúrà lónìí, gbogbo ọmọ Ìlàjẹ lágbàáyé, ikú ò ní tọ́ sí yín lórúkọ Jésù lọ. Ọ̀nà máa là fún yín, àṣìṣe fún wa, ojú ò ní tì yín, ẹ ní jábọ́, ẹ ní pòfo, ànínà fo. Ohun rere máa wọlé Ìlàjẹ, orí bẹ́ẹ̀ ò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, àṣẹ Jésù ọba Sáyọ́nì tì í.
Ilaje no ma, body no ma. Ìràwọ̀ yẹ ìrọ̀mí mọ́ Ilaje dẹ̀bí yọ̀kọ́ òun ní po. Ilaje no ma, body no ma. Ilaje dẹ̀bí yọ̀kọ́ òun ní po. Ilaje no ma, body no ma. Àdàbà jọ̀wọ́ fà mí sókè, èrò yéye tí mo fẹ́ fà sókè o. Ìwọ náà lánú kí o sọ̀rọ̀. Àdàbà jọ̀wọ́ fà mí sókè, èrò yéye tí mo fẹ́ fà sókè. Ọmọ mẹ́rin, ó ní kí máa kí gbogbo lọ́ba. Olúfẹ́mi Israel, ó ní kí máa kí gbogbo lọ́ba. Ọ̀kọ́ bá sàyé, ó ní kí máa kí gbogbo lọ́ba. Tàbí àsọjà, gbogbo nílá tó láìpẹ́ nìkan ṣe. Àti ẹni ṣe é ní òkú oríire. Bọ́bọ̀, orí mo fẹ́ kọ́ fi parí ẹ̀ yìí. Mo fẹ́ kí o gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Yes. Ní ọdún 1984. Yes. Ẹ̀mí ẹ̀sùn mélòó ní ìdí àbárọ̀ ọlọ́run. Èjì wẹ́lẹ́ pa. Babaláwo mélòó ní ìdí àbárọ̀ ọmọ Jésù. Èjì wẹ́lẹ́ pa. Mo fẹ́ jóná owó ìdí wèlewèle ló wá gbé wèlewèle lọ nàkàṣe ọ̀yá ìṣòdìbẹ̀sà.
Tó dáhùn àbí àdúrà mi nà mí àdúrà mi. Yes, we are moving to item let me welcome the Chairman Emeritus of Ilaje local government, Pa Benson Ekujobi. Baba Ekujobi, you are welcome here.
How are you? Yes. Arape ọ̀kan nínú ọmọ wa náà. Èyí a sọ̀rọ̀ lórí building bridges. Ọmọ wa yìí a fẹ́ pè yí òun ṣe ọ̀mọ̀wé Oscar ìgbà ìṣemóore abáwẹ̀ pàtẹ́wọ́.
Ìpínlẹ̀ ti Jésù ìpínlẹ̀ lèyí ní bàbá aládùúrà sọ. Ẹ̀dá máa ṣe rò pé bóyá kúrò níbẹ̀ ó dúró lé Kristi àpáta. Ó ẹ̀yọ̀ kérúbù ẹ̀yọ̀ sèráfù ẹ̀yọ̀. Àfipínlẹ̀ lórí òtítọ́, àfipínlẹ̀ lórí òdodo. Ayemafuge Ilaje. Ní pẹ̀lú nínú lecture yìí. First of all, let me welcome our traditional rulers here present, our King of Zion. I believe His Excellency will join us very soon. We welcome him in advance. I want to especially thank the convener of this program, Chief Benjamin Oludegun, for putting together this wonderful program. This is one of its kind, and we have to pray that God will continue to strengthen him for us in Jesus' name. I also especially recognize the committee members that have put together the quality of the speakers, ranging from our elders to the millennium, and I believe Gen Zs. I am a representative of the Gen Zs and the millennium in this conversation today. Please put your hands together for me. Yes, I have high level of connectivity with them. Now, of other for me, AC of Oyinbo, but Arafo, because majority of for ye a hold was bound. And I got anti-tamole so going more lane. If I tanto, mo fẹ́ tú àṣírí ìbọ̀kàngán náà. Bá mi lọ slide. Go to the second slide. Go to the next slide. The title of this program, the title of my presentation is Breaking Down Barriers, Building Bridges for Collective Progress. When you break barriers, you will identify. Go back there, go obstacle, you need delay, you need disturb. Wakoko identify obstacle. Error what to say, you know, anything in identification of the obstacle. You will understand the magnitude of the obstacle. You'll be making serious efforts, walking in the wrong direction. First of all, I want to identify the obstacles that are facing Ilaje people. Anti-Ferrum Kana elders, particularly our highest political office holder. I can always continuously call him highest political office holder because Ilaje entrusted so much in his hand and he has done so much for us. This is not a conversation whereby we will not acknowledge all the progress that has been made so far. I will let it try in Ilaje. We try a lot to visit those quality of leaders. And I met I saw on the line of Barajo because they identify number one problem that is facing us, our historical and cultural divide, the differences within the Ilaje communities in terms of historical affiliations. When we talk about dichotomy, dichotomy healthy rivalry for Nana. Ọ̀rọ̀ náà dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ Professor Wole Soyinka. Ìgbà Professor Wole Soyinka tó dá parade nílẹ̀ intention ẹni pé kí wọ́n ká advance course èyí aka seek ìwọ̀n justice and protection of the students ṣùgbọ́n wọn parade dídà mú àwọn ọwọ́ nìyí wọn fún àlẹ́ yẹn lè ṣàlàyé rẹ̀ that is exactly what happens to dichotomy yìí èyí à ń rò pé ó rí àkàrà àgbàlagbà yẹn because averagely they should be in their 70s kàrà ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nàná of course bá wọn bá fẹ́ jalè pa àbílẹ̀ ká sọ pé yẹn ti 70 bá dem deny them we will ask for their birth certificate because less than 70 kàrà àgbàlagbà yẹn wọ́n bí nàná and in their own truthfulness it was a healthy rivalry ṣùgbọ́n àdàbọ̀ ní gbé 20 litres of maybe 25 cl of water mú ìlú ìyàyí gba more than 33 litres. What we have seen in terms of dichotomy go beyond, it has gone psychological. For them to know the magnitude of what dichotomy is in Ilaje now, you will be surprised that at the convenance of this meeting, an average young person in Ilaje from 50 years and below, anybody that make any statement, any representation, any discussion, we have had a lens through which we screen that conversation before we make statements or whether we support or for. And what is this lens? You have to screen conversation here. Lens here. The moment somebody is talking, you will find out that there will be a heated argument about this conference we are having today. And that has been a big problem that gave birth to the second barrier. The second barrier you can see is what we call political fragmentation, which is lack of united front in policy advocacy. Now, please, let us have access to that slide so that people can connect with the conversation as we are going. Now, when we talk about political fragmentation, I just Ilaje Kangarawa, we have this current problem. It has been no juwa awan can erroneously assume leadership, political leadership, you are formidable and strong enough to represent us. Meanwhile, our attitude of dichotomic attitude is fragmented effort. But I will explain in other conversation how the effect of all these things, economic disparity, I'm sorry, unequal access to resources and opportunity, which Ilaje classifies as barrier, pay opportunity, or meanwhile, our right from the word concept, opportunity have never been equally presented. Even when it is equally presented, it is not seen the same way. Every day, opportunity me will present, when we present another, but opportunity were presented is different from person to person. There was a very, I think this thing happened in in year 2004. It should be year 2004. A young man came to me, we were together, we were very close friends. He was looking for opportunity to meet a big man who was a director in an office. Moi, je peux dire, I want to introduce a woman, but to make it read the right opportunity. So, over that December, I was for Christmas. Baba yẹn wá fún mi kó n fẹ́ lọ lé wọ́n sọ pé máa lọ lé Christmas dúró rán pé máa yẹn sọ pé mo wá lé òun lọ́jọ́ dán pé mo fẹ́ mú ẹjọ́ lílọ lé rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ dán. Ó wá sọ pé kí wọ́n fẹ́ bá fún mi ètò mọ́ bóyá ẹ̀ máa ń lè ṣẹlẹ̀ pé bọ̀ ti dúró máa lọ ó dẹ̀ gbá yè lọ lọ́dọ́. Ó wá tẹ̀lé mi lọ lé màá yẹn ọjọ́ dán yìí. Àwa tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ máa yẹn wá rí ó kí ọ́ ní mo á dárúkọ ọ̀nà torí mi ní dárúkọ ìgbé ṣùgbọ́n àmà. Pẹ́ wá ṣàdúró níbẹ̀ ó wá mọ́ ẹmọ́ wá mọ́ àníbájókòó ní ìta ní ilé rẹ̀ máa ní kàwá kàwá ju kọ́kọ́rọ́ mọ́tò rẹ̀ omi gbé bóyá ọ̀sán gbà wọ́n mọ́tò já sí fàájì jáde lọ. Mo láti ọ̀sán kọ́ ọ̀gá mú ìmà mọ́tò ìwà ó ṣùgbọ́n bọ́ ìyá gbé ó ti ní ìgbà mọ́tò ní ìgbà wọn ká ló máa 10 years ìrọ̀jẹ̀ ní ilé ìyá tí ì sí 10 years wọ́n máa kó mà mọ́tò ìwà but tí ì sí 10 years. máa yẹn sọ pé yóò tẹ̀ gbájú wọ̀ bí ọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ó wà wá round àsìkò àìdí títí àpadà ní ọjọ́ Christmas ó fẹ́ tó church club nù. This is how this guy started his life. Today is a very strong force in this current government of Ogun State. Even though he doesn't have an appointment, but I'm a an appointment really governor. So what am I trying to say? Opportunity always presents itself. Some people squander their own, some people don't even see it. So it's not as if there are no opportunities. But however, we also have environmental challenges. Because of the terrain, environmental degradation as a result of oil exploration. But in Ayemafuge, Nara Sorowa, it's a kekere because the only friend that we have is a common friend. Baba Professor Isonana, only Ilaje is one nation, and Ilaje is one coastline. Coastline is always Orewa, always Ottawa. The greatest adversary you confront one over always a coastline. And the issue of limited infrastructural resources is as a result of many things that we are going to handle here. Because if we're having equality representation or able representation, any challenge. Now look at the consequences of this barrier. The consequences: slow regional development and under-representation in governance. How did this happen? We have resources that is limited, that cannot go round. Ode one is a global issue. Because if I can in Ilaje, about diversity high. When I say about diversity, there is totality of organisms and many things here who can survive generally. But as those things were diminishing, people were looking for other mechanisms to survive. People try to gain one advantage over one another. Igbo Yagwari is reign. Some of us now begin to demean our leaders because they volunteer information. I am not excluding myself from it, but we all contributed into reducing the values of our leaders. If we don't talk cheap of our leaders, let me explain something. Mogadi Bokan, vice chairperson, or gonna vice chairperson, for all like I talk now in the public to go Saburo. Monatwa AB at the youth restiveness. Egbata Buru, who would be pressure academy. AB at the pressure, AB carry to me barren. AB me, if you go through emotional intelligence, AB me lock down, but can the right brain, because the brain is divided into two. Ibo rega ni okolo, AB me lock it down, we call that place new cortex. Ibe is to say, baby to make pairu, okolo re is to say. Unu ba for, wọ́n AB me pa, ami iko kan ni left brain, am be amygdala. Okay, and you know me matchmaking. So what we are saying is that a big is a fundamental challenge. Now, way forward, we are very sorry, my people. I won't take much time. Just give me a few seconds. Erosion of cultural identity and heritage. Now, the consequences of this. Let me also tell you another story. I was sharing with a chief executive officer on the importance of environmental impact assessment. Because I was telling him, we connect an Luma project. EIA, environmental impact assessment, stakeholders engagement forum. We get a project. You get a suggestion, they will follow through that project. The next thing man here for me, instead of him to respond to that statement, was a Ilaje people, when they are all activists. he didn't respond. He was referring to Ilaje people, they are activists, that that is why their neighbors don't like them, that even me, I don't like them. And because of the experience I have with ABC, he just talked about and washed away the values of that conversation. Then I know that one from me by getting my pay Ilaje Muga. I'm telling you about how these things have made some of us don't want to accept the fact that Ilaje. Meanwhile, Ilaje that I can't run because no thing Ilaje. Ikewa to that man lokuni. It's a man lokuni. And that is our culture, our identity, our lifestyle. We have what we call wealthy lifestyle. Ilaje mi re bi ni Ọlọ́rọ̀. Bí ẹ bá ṣe ayé yìí, àmì kọ́ òyìnbó ti tàbí kájá mi. Bí ẹ bá ṣe ayé yìí, àfọ̀ pé jáka ṣe àlọ́. Ilaje ní the obìnrin in an apologetic manner. No. Tí Ilaje ní ìfọ̀rẹ́ pé wà mo fẹ́ fẹ́rẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ kàtó it's a culture that anybody that hates Ilaje must settle with. And we must not allow ourselves to be eroded because of the barriers that we are encountering in our terrain. Increasing security due to resource-based conflicts. I've mentioned that. Now, what is the way forward? We're building bridges, collective progress. Adama Tarawa, we have 4 years here to solve a serious problem. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ Ilaje náà báyìí, ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ ọkùnrin Ayemafuge dùn. With the same man Ayemafuge dùn. Ọwọ́ tó wá ká dán, wípé ló mú ọwọ́. Then ilé rẹ̀ wá ká jù. Ìdígbélé rẹ̀. Then àwọn anáṣẹ́ wá pé ọkọ̀ máa lóko ẹ̀ ti rí pé awo rẹ̀ ti nà. Propeller rẹ̀ ti yọ. Damn, this man have avalanche of problem. Baba bíi èrò àgbẹ̀wò pé kí èyí jí kọ́kọ́ attend nínú ìṣòro rẹ̀. We will have as many answers as the number of people that are here. Jimmy relate here ma problem wa ńlá like àti ṣàlàyé ẹ̀kan nàná. Ṣùgbọ́n bí bá jókòó ní ilé ìjàmbá bíra ò pé jí o bá ṣe your project kan owó excellence because our excellence our governor is our son. He's seen our pain. Èyí wá dùn pé ó tó wí gbọ́ ìyá ẹ̀fẹ́ rún fọ̀. Torí gbófò ń gbọ́ ó wí gbọ́ ìyá fọ̀. Ó tó wí gbọ́ ìyá ẹ̀fẹ́ because he's in the heat, he's feeling it. Now, Jaba bí o pé kéèyí jí bàbá mi lè lọ ayé mi pé kéèyí jí àkọ́kọ́ ṣe ní problem Ilaje. I need different answers as the number of people because we need to kálukú ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n àná solution ni. Àná káyà nínú ara jẹ́ pé kó bá sọ̀rọ̀ kan. How can take care mẹ́ta mẹ́rin? Now, which one? Baba yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ nana kí professor bóyá Ilaje wọn coastline. Bó tó ẹ̀kọ́ Ilaje is coastline. Málòkun kẹ́mi gbé wa. Málòkun ike bàbá mi fa òwe sọ̀rọ̀ wa ni òwe rẹ̀ tó sọ̀tà wa ni. Málòkun ike abẹ́ni jẹ. Any solution yẹn bá fẹ́ adopt ní ọba yìí. Ẹ gbẹ́dọ̀ disturb livelihood wa àti jẹun. Torí bó ti ní disturb livelihood wa àti jẹun. Solution yẹn ní wọ̀. Èrò òdílé ní sùúrù. Torí wèlé fọ́ pé abí ṣerun. Torí bẹ́ẹ̀ kan jẹ́ ìwọ́n àlọ́ Málòkun. So kí solution yẹn lè adopt iye Málòkun. Èrò bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀lé kalọ́ Málòkun kagbẹ́ yẹn blake and survive. Now, ajá bí dídí wa ẹ̀wò. Bí Málòkun bá gbé ayé tòrò for instance, you and I know pé ìgbọ́kọ̀dá àwọn Málòkun ti ń labẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀ka lè àwọn ọ̀tá abalẹ̀ ní àkàlẹ̀ ìmọ̀jọ́ rẹ̀. Ọdún bàbá kan fún àmì nàná ò pé wọ́n ti gbé ihò spiritually. Mẹ́ẹ̀fọ́ mi gbàgbọ́ o ṣùgbọ́n gbàmé ìyá mi máa ń gbé o mẹ́ẹ̀mà ìrọ̀ yẹn ti gbé o. So mẹ́ẹ̀lẹ̀ ṣàlàyé bóyá gbígbé o yà wọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n if we are to do one project, I will suggest by my own solution because we have a lot of problems. I will suggest that the first one should be a road to Ayetoro and the protection of the shoreline because in Yere ni tẹ́kí Málòkun jíhọ́ ìyẹn yá ní ayọ̀ tó ń da èrò Málòkun tó bó ti yá ìgbé ìyẹn yá ní ètò èrò Málòkun ayá lọ́wọ́ ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ èrò Málòkun and that if the governor can do another project with that I told you about I feel that #1 project will be and when this is done political cooperation torí bó ti yá jẹ́ opportunity yẹn open individuals aka say oríṣiríṣi because one of the challenges in Peasoro Nanape poverty level like aso we get the cost of transportation can do wofeta 5 naira owó wofeta o to ju wofeta at the end of the day ajegi livelihood ni won is difficult, but if you have access road ibẹ̀yẹn within 4 years both in government dey achieve every other thing like I get make attend with all other government institutions. Opportunity to share my view with your people. I appreciate it.
Mo bá ti fọ̀ bí sẹ́jú márùn-ún ti pé bàbá ìwọ̀n fẹ́ àgbà microphone náà. Ayemafuge Ilaje, àwọn àbínú, ó kọ́ fẹ́ fọ̀ díẹ̀ nínú your staff for me. My identity as Ilaje is my pride. Yé ìdáhùn bá mi fẹ́fẹ́, mo tó bọ̀ kan ní àfọ̀tì Ilaje ní jù títẹ̀ wá mi ní ọbẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ní èyí kan láyé ojú. Mo rántí pé Ìbàdàn University èmi pẹ̀lú ó ti lọ yẹn kí John Mafo. Èmi pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ àgbẹ̀ University of Ife Horo for 3 years. We control the executive council of that university, and the name is there. It's because of the Ilaje sagacity that is in us. Many sọ̀rọ̀ yẹ́yẹ́ fẹ́kàkà fún now point by point. Na ìgbẹ́ yìí as the Secretary General of Ayemafuge, I'm a member of the 11-man Oni caucus. Agami Palace Oni. Àtúbẹ̀ wá mú wa rẹ̀ dédé gallery gbogbo photo àwọn ọba àwọn Oni yìí ti jẹ́. They are 51. Ìgbà padà tó wọn dáwà jókòó. Wọ́n sọ wípé wa ká sọ káàrí. Kálukú sọ yìí tọ́nu ní sọ̀tọ̀ wọn. Mo wá náà wọn lókè pé kábíyèsí. Wọ́n sọ ní fọ́tò wọn tò níbẹ̀ yìí yẹn. Wọ́n jọ́ náà wọ́n fi ṣe number 2 yẹn òré sí number 1 ni. Lé wọ́n fi ṣe number 2 Ọọ̀ni Ọ̀sán gangan is number 2. I said Ọọ̀ni Ọ̀sán gangan was there before Odùduwà. Wọ́n gbójú mi títí. Secretary Ayemafuge, you are Ilaje. Oh yeah, that's okay, that's okay. Èmi kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wà dì mí lọ, wà dì mí tọ́ ẹ̀bùn Ọ̀sán gangan. Tọrọ mama kúrò ẹ̀bùn ẹ̀. Ayemafuge Ilaje. Mo bá ìkè conference yà ṣe nìyí. Ilaje wà United ju dédé Nàìjíríà. When we bá fọ́ dàkọ́kọ́ mi yà Ilaje is a lie. It's competition for resources. Still Ilaje ti bí jà ń yìn everybody. I'll give you example. I'll just be giving you examples. Who lọ Ìkálẹ̀? They have 13 wards. Out of these 13, Ìlú Titun has 3. Igotako has 2. Both of them are descendants of Majua, who founded Moribodo Oshoro. Ṣùgbọ́n bàbá mi jà lójú rẹ̀ sẹ́. Bàbá náà mo kúrọ̀. Every word náà when it comes to political competition. The same thing. Wẹ́lẹ̀ la mo ti méjì tí a yé yẹn. Therefore, fẹ́lá mo ti méjì ti dé pé they have always been fighting. So that don't magnify competition for resource allocation. There was order. Till Ilaje ti ń jókòó ní. Then be honored. I want to talk frankly to you, because if by my position I am one of the leaders in Yoruba land, I cannot be anything less among the Ilaje people. Be honored. Ó là ń bẹ báyìí kí n má kó rẹ̀. Kéèsì mẹ́rin yẹn ní ọ̀rọ̀ má kó rẹ̀ ní agérígé. Dèdè yàn pátápátá, dèdè yàn bára jà, ọmọ ọba máa yé. Dèdè yàn pátápátá wọ̀ kàrẹ́ bí yẹn, ọmọ ọ̀sọ́bì tàbí dé yẹn. Táwọn dẹ̀ ní bára náà jà, kámi jàgbìn, àmì jàgbọ́n adé. Àkúdẹ̀ bú fọ àwọn etí mi dé nàtijọ́ yìí ní o. Àwọn èèmà náà gẹ́rígé ní o. Àwọn akẹ́yìn tẹ̀sẹ̀ gbé nu màngẹ́ wà lómi náà yé. Àwọn èsà kọ̀mpútà wà dé àbá náà fà á ní. It is healthy competition. Bú o lọ agbọ́dọ̀ ogun yìí ní ṣẹlẹ̀ ní gbó ńlá lèmi màngẹ́ òun kò ní. Lábẹ́ ìsìnkú ra bí ẹ̀rọ àbí náà bàbá. Ogun yìí ní ṣẹlẹ̀ ní gbó ńlá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí. Sẹ́mà náà pẹ̀lú gbòòrè bá ara jà ní gbó ńlá lọ. Bú o tó òkè sí ìgbà kan náà ebi yẹn ní wọlé ara tẹ́ màngẹ́ òun gbòòrè ń ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀. I can give example.
even an example. People compete for their interest. But what we need organizational reconciliation mechanism. Buja ibaba tesele. Nena mo bi yo ni o tore mo ga di court lowo dede han mo fi jẹun ni. Be ko ba ko mo ni tó bá fọ́ jamu na díẹ̀. Mo mi go abo ni Ajaka. Mo ga di court lo ba lagban. Àwọn Ajaka kan be. O ma na borisa. Àwọn ma lo ma de ga be. Ana de me ga be. Ebi fúnra mi o ma lo ma de Agbala Koko. Wọ́n tí ó tẹ̀fẹ́ jẹ́ ọba níbẹ̀ wọ́n bá ń gbórúkọ ọba yìí wọ́n pè ń gbóògùn náà wọ́n ti pè ń gbóògùn náà jẹ́ pé tìdílé ẹnu kan ní àwọn ẹ̀fọ́ àjàkú nínú orí orí. It has nothing to do with dichotomy. It has nothing to do with dichotomy. Màá yẹ òun ẹ̀yìntìkà àmì ìjà lórí ẹ̀rẹ́kẹ́. Yes, everybody will have to work nínú àpò àbẹ̀ ìdòwú àjọmọ́sẹ̀kẹ́sì yẹn. Yes, you will get to that place. You need to ask them what is happening. Till I get to a conference in you, there is a commemorative. Ìgbà yóò hàn pọ́njú dédé. Dáwọn neighbors wà náà fọ́ ìbò làjẹ́fẹ́ gbà lọ. A ṣe conference ní bàbá Ayọ̀délé. Ó fà mí ẹ̀yìn kiri àhágbọ̀ mẹ́mẹ́. Àbójú conference ti lálàdùnú alẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ nígbó kékeré. Èyí á ṣe ní bàbá Ayọ̀délé ní church bàbá Ayọ̀délé 1998. Ìbò sí pé à ń kóró pé ó. Afẹ́ gbàlàjẹ ẹ̀yàn bá wà jà torí náà lè kàn ká wa àdúgbò àmì bàjẹ́ ànájẹ́ ìgbà mànẹ́jà ọmọdé bẹ́ẹ̀ mànẹ́jà lè yin ìjà ẹ̀rù ń pòlù kàjà. Ilaje people are very united and I'm proud to be one. After that, beyond me, the joke. In year 2000, when the issue of 30% of derivation came, Ilaje called a conference. It was Olumafo who called that conference. Ondo State was the first state, despite our little production. Ondo State was the first state in Nigeria to set up Usobade Kamotokutoa set it up. It was born out of Ilaje conference. We had another one in 1995. In Lewe, who named DDC, but they are parting up to now. I'm not going to be no lucky. And all places that we have for the purpose of development, let us start them. Mama talk a conference. Mama Oshobo. Egba afile wa ko ni Navy base. One of them. Egba afile wa ko. But it was a conference. Today, we are holding this conference. What is the essence of this conference? We are blessed with our son being governor of Ondo State.
Where terrain is a difficult terrain to develop. I get a bit worried with it. You have started from a defeatist position. Anywhere in Ilaje pẹ̀lú òtòkè. Ọjà Jonathan. Kí ìyàtọ̀ Ilaje anywhere in Ilaje pẹ̀lú Yenagoa of old. But today they bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìwádìí Dọ̀dání, Jáde Sanfield. I know of a town in Ilaje today that is wearing a different look. That town is called Zion Pepe. Somebody, a single person. Engineer, chief, then great treasure. Also fill the whole town to prevent erosion and the seeming ugly look of the town. And this mentality, Ilaje, you develop. I grew up to meet that in the mouth of Ilajes. If I want to develop Ojawa, be able to develop Otuoke, and most towns in Bayelsa, in Delta, whenever Port Harcourt of old, were almost 3/4 of the places they are calling in Port Harcourt today were smuggled out of the hand of the river and sea. And if you know, Ibo yet like a co-Atlantic city in all man of party by co-Atlantic city. And a plot of land with the buy. A plot of land because Atlantic city back they are trying. But our career free of charge. And we are thinking that it is an area that is not going to be easy for us to develop. First, my goodwill message. We must erase that one from our brain as quickly as possible. Ilaje is developing. We can develop our land. Number 2. And just like Oscar said, sorry, before I go to number 2. Beba develop and prevent management from coming. How can we go for that? But I'm likely to be the last. I'm likely to be the way I go land my neck like I know. Where the Gadi I want to go to me for that way. So try as much as possible not to allow your town to be taken away by man. If you do and you think you will have a refugee camp in the Congo, that you will not. Therefore, number 2, I have also had here, and that bothered me yesterday. We pay dichotomy is area. Then what are we doing here today? Why do we come at all? The essence of our coming is to look for how we speak in one voice. Yet, as he said very well, whether we like it or not, there will be dichotomy. Dichotomy is not a problem. Activation is trying as much as possible to run away from the truth that Ilaje is not even just dichotomized. You see, there's one thing we are doing consciously. Our followers divide around. It is not even about the struggle for attaining development or personal upliftment. Mẹ́rin yìí ṣe ìyàtọ̀ ní àárín Etika, Ugbo, Mahin, Aheri, Ubabadela Sikari, Wabo, Uguru, Ilago. At the end of the day, you end with Ilaje, Ayemafuge. So from that little division of recognizing people according to where they come from, very soon too, if you are creating, Ilaje, Ayemafuge, I'm also a kingdom now. I go go Ayemafuge. But what the problem is, which we must not shy away from, is the devilish division Yami creating any other one. And I'm going to touch 2, 3, I'll go. Whether we like it or not, yes, the Kalemba when they are looking for opportunities and development. Develop. I should also have some. That's rivalry yìí ní kíní nínú. But bí nǹkan bá ní ṣẹlẹ̀, a kà dùn ọ̀nà kan, a kà yàn ọ̀nà kan. Ọ̀nà wọn mi dùn yìí, wọ́n sọ wọn mi dùn jù all the time that we trouble. Be just like Oscar said, if you ask me, to be honest, when they don't go, you also better give back there for the next 4 years. Jack will be back to our to our life was supposed to. And let me say this. The only guy you buy him at the Lugo meet Jack from a Jack. But I don't come over Romula, but to Jack. He was looking at me, he must connect to me, say, by him when I join you, I go to one of One guy is a major man. Oh, he says, Moji, I get to him, when you are dear. Be one like Bujago walk back. Then we know that what I got move back. And I listen to what go by Yao. Yak Paro, or Yak Paro, why was I looking for that? Bí máa lò kó ti kọjá wá, èsù lérò kàkà gbé, alẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wá jìnnà, ẹ̀hẹ́jà máa ní máa lò kú, èyí jẹ́ bí ìyàmí jẹ́ ìbàjẹ́. Once we allow that to happen, but the truth is also this. Ayé tòrò nǹkan máa lò kú nígbè. Ẹ sọ ayé tòrò nǹkan. Let me live that. There's a threat going on. Able to make this conference also talk about. Today we are pretending as if it's not there. Ijebu State. Ijebu mi claim wato ondo Munei Baba. Ada mi claim when ni ya maite do ni wa I spoke with Jim Ibrahim. Onye ma Baba boy agbo kura nlo. Torime State, just like them, Esubambai, brain, to corner almost the whole of Obe into Torime State. And this is a time out of our selfish interest and the crazy mentality of Mangelu Bufin, Ilaje and now the House of Reps. The man to determine your interest, your faith, is an Ijaman who is also looking for more territory now to form his own state. Who defends you? I'm denying Ilaje the opportunity to go. He don't and then the rivers, and then the Delta, and then the Bayelsa. But Ilaje, I read when the governor was doing the swearing in of the local government chairman and said LCDs have come to stay. That bothers me a little bit. Whether legally it is right, politically it might be right, but we used to have just one local government with 2 constituencies. One of the constituencies has been divided into 2. Each of the LCDAs will have at least seven political appointees or whatever, making 14 in one constituency. Aheri Etika also has 1. He does not bother us as Ilaje and want to pretend that all is well. The only one that is left that is with us in the back of that, there will be a chairman and about 6 or 7 other councillors. Mahim will have 4. Aheri and Etika will have 1. How balanced that is a question for you and I to answer. Thank you.
Ohun wa bá fọ̀ ní kúkúrú ni wípé àwọn sí. Ó dàbí owó yìí ìjọ ń pa wọ́n mi fọ̀fọ̀ tó kéré owó ìjọ yẹn wọ́pọ̀ mi. Gbogbo tó sọ pé ọwọ́ ara wa òun àfi túnra wa sí. Àmì kéde ìgbà ìkótó mi. Ìjọ sọ wípé sanwó agogo láti ẹ̀yìn. Gbogbo ọ̀làbọ̀dé ibi ìkájọ ìlàjẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ìgbàbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbàbẹ̀rẹ̀. Ibrahim Badamosi Babangida OAU meeting. Addis Ababa mú mi ní yàkẹ́ kọ́kọ́rọ́ látẹ̀gbá àdìyà rẹ̀. Ojú ma rẹ̀, ọwọ́ ma lẹ̀.
Òfin mílíọ̀nù lọ́la rẹ̀ sẹ́yìn.
I welcome the Chief Judge of Ondo State, our own Olusegun Olushola. Ẹ bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ fún wọn. Let me quickly recognize our own brother, the CEO of Danilux. You are welcome, sir. Yes, sir. I also want to further recognize the presence of Prince Iriyemi Olasimbo, the CEO of Lamopet Oil and Gas. You are welcome, sir. Everybody pàtẹ́wọ́ fún wọn. Bafana, you are recognized. Yes. Olibirikoye. Papatawo, you are welcome. Thank you very much. Èrò òdìdí ayé ti yé jù, àwọn àṣẹ o. Àǹkì àwa ọmọdé, nítorí ìdọ́sọ̀ ọmọdé mo ti nínú àbọ̀ fífọ́ papọ̀. Àyà ọmọdé, àyíká àgbàlá bàbá ti mi wá. Ìdòwú máa fi mí ṣe bí lọ́ọ̀yà àwọn èjì òkú bẹ́ẹ̀. Bàbá pàtàwọ̀ wa, ó dẹ̀ kóró. Òyìnbá ni iye tẹ̀kùn ààbò tó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Aha ọ̀rẹ́, ọmọ máa fi mí ṣe bí olúgbò lẹ́yìn ọ̀rọ̀ ni àtàtàbò òkun líle ọkọ̀ màhà ó tẹ̀rí èdú yọ̀yọ̀. Yes, ọmọ Oyetakin, you are welcome. Thank you very much. Àwọn olíbíríkò yẹn ọwọ́ máa lẹ̀ ọ́ fi try ẹ̀sìn. I will call on Chief Ayiri Emmanuel after this one to give us his goodwill message briefly.
Ilaje ọdún kan ní. Amínáyọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹ wíwá fún. Yẹ́nú ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ yóò sàn náà tó gbogbo tẹ̀lé bá ń kúrẹ́. Ìgbẹ́jẹ̀ yóò máa ń lò.
So, this would actually go towards Ayemafuge, our honorable governor. Your Excellency Governor-elect Dr. Lucky Oribisan Ayemafuge, your victory in just concluded gubernatorial election in Ondo State is a deserving and testament to servant leadership. As you step into your new mandate, I want to ensure you of mine, as well as when I say mine now, I want to put all of us together collectively as Ilaje. Our continued support and commitment to achieving your agenda. Because somebody has said before, everybody come with their own agenda. For great people of Ondo State, Nigeria. On democracy, good governance, economic development, for prosperous and sustainable promising future for our Sunshine State. So my being here today is actually for the power of unity, achieving greatness together, and all of us should just. So today, I stand before you to celebrate the most significant achievement in the history of Ilaje land. With a concept as ancient as humanity itself, that is one thing we call unity. It's as old as we can think about it. From our vibrant Ilaje community in Ondo State, comes a son, Dr. Lucky Ayemafuge, with an incredible and unsurmountable statewide gubernatorial electoral victory. This is because we are bound together. That is, even I'm talking about the entire Ondo State now. We are bound together by sheer purpose, a common goal, and unwavering belief in the power of coming together. In a world that is often seen divided, our unity holds the key to achieving greatness. This is one example that we can also always rely on today. So, regardless of, I congratulate everyone here, regardless of your political affiliate or the differences between us. So, Kabiyesi, my gentlemen, ladies, and everybody, unity is more than just a word. It is a force that has propelled civilization to a new height. It has driven social movement. Everything we're talking about today has to do with all this thing, greatness, social movement. It has changed the course of history and empower communities to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. We talk about our challenges just here. If we don't have challenge, we will not have the cause of progress. So, coming together, looking at how we can actually put our resources together will determine our progress and how we can. Gentlemen, unity is more, like you said, okay. When we, the people of Ilaje, unite, we harness a collective strength far exceeding our individual efforts. When we are referring to dichotomy before, it is a selfish end that everybody was referring to. It's not the dichotomy, it's just because of our selfishness. And that is what divides us. That is what we have to go beyond. Because Ilaje is one, we're not, some of our children, they say they don't have money to go to school, or the teachers send them out of school today. While we can actually collectively contribute money to fight for maybe one piece of something or one piece of land. Really, we can sit down together, peacefully resolve, and then move forward. This money will go out with no way. But Local leaders, educators, and parents can collaborate to create after-school programs. Tutoring, somebody was talking about education yesterday, our children about WIC, sitting for WIC and all those things. These are the things that we can now do, and then foster the youth power of actually the incumbents now to do something actually to help us build a sustainable kind of education system within the local system, so that maybe we can create scholarship opportunity, and then by investing in education of our youth, we can empower them to become future leaders who will continue to drive our community forward and be recognize our strength. That our strength lies in our diversity of opinion and everything, and work together. We can achieve more if we could do everything together. In conclusion, gentlemen, the power of unity is the driving force behind achieving greatness. It is a force that transcends boundaries, break down barriers, bring us closer to our shared dream. Let us embrace the spirit of unity in all that we do.
The people at the high table, my elders, brothers and sisters, I bring greeting and goodwill from the judiciary. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí adájọ́ àgbà, I am committed to ensuring that justice is served and that our committee is peaceful and prosperous. I do not want to bother you with speech tonight. I want to thank the conveners of this conference for giving me just 5 minutes to speak in our land, Ilaje. And that is why I'm standing before you tonight to plead with you so that financial contributions can be made. Now, in 2002, I appeared before the panel in Abuja. Ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ di adájọ́ ní National Judicial Council. Gbogbo ata lọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n wo CV mi. Ẹnìkan bá wò ó ní Ṣẹ́gun Jọ́sọ́dúnṣọ́lá. Ó ní you are from Ilaje. Mo ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni olúwa mi. Ó ní Ilaje is in this. We have realized just over 4 million naira. And that is not enough to build the court. Àpò wa rí pé ìgbẹ́jọ́ wa yìí jẹ́ ibi tí mo láti fi bẹ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Ìlàjẹ. It doesn't matter even if it's 100,000 ṣé èèyàn bá ní 50. By the time we put it together, before you know it, mo fẹ́ make sure pé court yà kọ́ between now and August. And by the grace of God, by September, October, máa fi adájọ́ sí Òkìtìpupa. Because mo ṣiṣẹ́ ní Òkìtìpupa, mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ibẹ̀ mo ti kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ lọ́ọ̀yà ní gbogbo cases tó wà lókìtìpupa division. Ìlàjẹ ló ní 80% of those cases. That is the truth. So why should we not have a court? So mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wa kábíyèsí. Mo ti gbókù Ìlàjẹ Justice and Development Initiative FCMB savings account. The account is 102866839. Olomidekun for bringing us together. This is a real privilege, a real opportunity, and God will continue to bless you. Thank you. Our real father, Moking out. Erule Moking and the deal. Oh, I should speak Tekiri. I should speak Tekiri. I should speak Ilaje. Well, I know that you people know me very well. I'm from the Ogufemi family.
and Nana Umai, Ukufemi Ukuru. Abi say bye. That's my mother. My father is from Ishakiri. Well, I don't think I have more speech. I don't think my essence of coming here is to observe. But the MC and the organizer said I must contribute my own little quota because I'm a very Ori Pelu Iba or Eminon Abisibai. And my mother is so precious to me that there's no way I will see Ilaje that I will not support them. And Ilaje and Jackie, I think we are suffering same problem. So whatever that's happening to Ilaje is equally happening to Jackie. So I think I had an opportunity to sit with Mr. President. The Secretary of I'm very, I think he has left. I was discussing about this ocean soil in Borudu, Ubuyi. That Mr. President, you have to do something because these areas will wash away and this community will not be into existence anymore. And Mr. President now replied me by saying, I don't have money to fund such project. I said, but what we can do, I've discussed with the Minister of Works, what's it called? Is it this coastal road? He said the alignment, we want to use it to correct Ayemafuge. What's it called? Is it Ayemafuge? That's the largest area. Maybe I will call, that's why I want to emphasize on that issue that Mr. President is really working on the Ayemafuge end. He said maybe we can use that to do alignment to all those OBE and all those other areas. Go and meet your company. Let's work it out. You know, you said the governor has paid you, what's it called? 3 million. So tomorrow morning, I will transfer 5. So when I see the way the project is going, you will call me. Then immediately I'll remit the other 5. If you need me, I'm there for you. Anytime you need my support, I'm there for you.